I just think I need to kick it by myself for a while.
Why?
Hello everybody, I'm cocoacosmos. Surprise! Double upload! They are twins after all. Now, I liked this couple more than Tamara and Jordan back in the day, but watching how it unfolds now that I'm older, it kinda gets on my nerves. Let's talk about it. They have a little meet cute at a library cafe spot named Bookem Joe when Tyreke comes in looking for Star Wars book Dark Empire. The manager gives him a vague answer as to where it is, and this is where Tia steps in, being as helpful as ever, giving a specific detailed answer with directions and everything. Turns out, Tyreke is somewhat of a lover boy.
Right there between poetry and romance.
Oh, those are two of my favorite things.
Wink wink. Her helping Tyreke also lands her a job at Bookem Joe, which means they'll be seeing more of each other.
How did you know my name?
Your mugshot.
You look so young. Are you in college?
You know what? I gotta raise up.
So, after him hanging around the store for a few weeks, Tia's boss Clark gets tired of whatever slow burn yearning nonsense they got going on and tells them to plan a date already. Honestly, he's so real for that because people gotta start spitting it out sometimes. Tia's finishing up getting ready when Tyreke arrives, flowers in hand. When Ray's the one to greet him, they're both confused until they realize the situation.
You're her date.
Yeah.
This should be a good thing that they're already acquainted, right? Well, here's where we come to the speed bump in their story. Ray has been mentoring a mechanic from a disadvantaged youth program. He's so proud of some kid from the streets trying to better his life and make something of himself. Well, turns out, Tyreke is that disadvantaged youth.
Oh, Tyreke, Scotty, duh.
Knowing Tyreke's, aka Scotty's, past, Ray doesn't approve of Tia dating him. He basically forbids it, and Tia hits him with the old classic.
You're not my father.
She tells her mom what Ray said in disbelief, and Lisa is even more shocked to know Ray's attitude towards the two. Ray thinks Tia is too good for him, and everyone's confused as to why until Ray says that Tyreke just got out of prison. Tia breaks the news to Tyreke, and he already knows what's up. No one wants Tia dating the jailbird, right? So he tells Tia what happened. He went out with his older brother Kenny one day, and he was so excited to hang out with him. Even let him drive the car they were in. Cops pulled him over, and turns out the car was stolen. They were willing to let Tyreke off if he snitched on his brother, but he wasn't going out like that, so at 16, he went to juvie. And his brother got off scot-free. Tyreke's been on the straight and narrow ever since. With that, he says goodbye. Well, Tia isn't having that and follows after him, no matter what Ray and her mom say. Tamara's told this and tries covering for her, but it's found out. Meanwhile, Tia shows up at Ray's shop where he let Tyreke crash at, and they have their date after all. When she gets home, Ray and Lisa are very upset and ground her for a month. But they also say that Tyreke can come over for dinner. From then on, it's pretty smooth sailing with a wave here and there, like his GED saga during the twins' graduation. Seeing them and their friends in their caps and gowns, he remembers what he missed out on going to juvie and all. Then his inferiority complex kicks in after he did terribly on the practice test. And Tia asks where he's been spending all his time since it wasn't with her. He tells her that he needs space, pretty much breaking up with her. She's convinced that he dumped her because she's not mature enough for him, or it was for someone else though. So Tamara goes to get to the bottom of it. Tamara finds out about the test, and Tia shows up and finds out about the test because she came to demand an explanation. It all resolved itself pretty neatly though, with the girls helping Tyreke study, him passing, and them making him an honorary graduate. Then, after everyone starts college, Tyreke gets a job as campus security, then gets emasculated because Tia beat up a mugger in his presence. They're a cute couple, I promise. Or maybe it's just that they look cute together. I digress, but we'll be discussing it further later. They're pretty sweet together when we see them every so often, but it seems that when Ty is the main focus character, there's some sort of conflict. Which is where I'm headed to next. Their breakup. Long story short, Tia dumps Ty for a TA, but turns out the TA had a girlfriend the entire time. After Tia finds that out, she tries to take Ty back, but he rejects her. As he should, because what the fuck?
I just think I need to kick it by myself for a while.
Why?
This isn't surprising, because Tia always has some sort of attraction to older, more mature guys. See, lying about her age for a college dude. But that's a story for a different day. After the breakup, they agree to stay friends, but they're weird about it. It makes their friend group uncomfortable. From the walking on eggshells, to the awkward hangouts, to Diavion and Tyreke taking part in an unscripted kiss while rehearsing for their drama class, and Tia lashing out about it. Gotta say, wasn't a big fan of Tia's behavior here, considering she's in this predicament because she jumped the gun pretty harshly. Like, geez, she knew dude for a week, max, and suddenly he's a way better prospect than Ty because... maturity. I refuse to buy it, honestly, because even in the episode where we meet the TA, played by 90s Brian McKnight, it tried making the audience believe that Tyreke was super immature because he was being lovey-dovey and cutesy towards Tia. Ironic, because she was boohoo crying during the GED thing, thinking she wasn't mature enough for him, because she still lived at home and graduation hadn't come yet. Only 6 months between these two events, by the way. Like, she threw away a decent relationship over an infatuation and a little praise. Then, she tried to make it his fault for reacting negatively to her hurting him.
Now, can't you just act like a mature adult and let it go?
Every time we have a disagreement, why am I always the one that's acting immature?
I hate that because it hits a little too close to home, but y'all aren't here to hear about my trauma. Okay, so the crew are all going to Freaknik together, and Tia makes it clear to Ty that she still wants him back after all the nonsense that she caused. And he says that he needs time to think. She tries to force an answer, but leaves it be when he insists on the time. But then, while waiting in the girl's filthy hotel room, she says she needs to move on. Oh lord, when I get to what I want to talk about, this has to be an ego thing. Tyreke rode with Jordan instead of flying because Jordan wanted the full experience with his raggedy car, but that turned into something lucky because someone else's ride actually broke down on the way. Turns out it was Maya's limo, and since she's performing with Blackstreak at Freaknik, as a thank you for helping her, she gives Jordan and Ty backstage passes. This is how Tyreke gets access to a mic on stage to confess his love for Tia while she's hanging out with some other dude she just met.
Wait, tell me this. Tell me, what kind of friends let friends make friends at Freaknik?
I agree. They're a mess, and I would bet money they didn't last. Remember when I digressed? The time has come for the ranting portion of the video. Tyreke liked Tia more than she ever liked him. If she fell first and he fell harder but make it toxic were a couple, it would be them. And it's so painful to watch. I cannot believe I missed this when I was little and my biggest problem was trying to pick my favorite cheetah girl. And in case you're wondering, check out this video. Wink wink. Tyreke wants nothing more than to better himself in general. But once he saw how Tia was moving up in the world, he just wanted to be beside her. He didn't want to feel like an embarrassment. He wanted nothing more than to be the guy that she could be proud of, because that's what he felt she deserved. Tia, on the other hand, wanted him until she didn't, but then got mad when she didn't have him, like some sort of territorial situation. Like, if I can't have you, no one can, but less threatening sounding.
One day you like him, the next you don't. One day you're into him, the next you're over him. You know what? You're not mad because you think I like Tyreke. You're mad because you still do.
I'm open to giving us another chance. I've been thinking. I need to move on. Talking about getting over Tyreke. Starting now.
I know a lot of people say that relationships work best when the guy likes the girl more than she likes him. And I agree, but hear me out before you boo me. It works when there's plenty of communication and respect. I love me a healthily obsessed man. I love a guy who has his girl tunnel vision, but still can go about daily life with her in the back of his mind. Like, being able to exist without her, but never wanting to find out what that's like. Not whatever Tia was doing to Tyreke. She started college and started acting brand new damn near immediately.
Because Tyreke is starting to feel so high school. Tia, 6 months ago you were so in high school.
And treated Ty like an option, and stopped taking his feelings seriously. The only reason she wanted him back is because another hot guy didn't want her. Dollars to donuts, if that man reciprocated the feelings, she probably would be talking down to Ty every interaction. Something maturity, something moving on and letting go. And the way she's shocked that Ty didn't immediately run back into her arms after discarding him like garbage over a crush. Like, Jesus Christ! 7 is the best I can do, though I could easily argue for lower. But what do y'all think? Were you a Tia and Tyreke fan? Let me know in the comments below. Cocoacosmos out.